What's up YouTube, Mr. Missy here, and today we're going to be diving into the Druid Shockwave guided playthrough Let's Play. Words I did not think I was going to ever say, but there's kind of a weird hidden buff, and if it persists and continues this way, then maybe this is actually kind of a half-legit build. Again, this isn't going to be the strongest, this isn't your hammered in or anything like that, so calm down. But there is some weird shenanigans going on right now with the Shockwave Druid that essentially is making it possible. So I'm going to put up on the screen a hidden buff that the devs have added. It's not even in the files. This is like not, it's, yeah, this did not exist before. But this is the formula of added damage. Your shockwave damage, right up here, times 1 plus your shockwave level minus 1 times 0.15. Roughly something along those lines. So if you have a shockwave level of, let's say, 20, that would be 20 minus 1, 19, times 0.15, 2.85, plus 1, 3.85, times your shockwave damage, which means you're doing almost 4 times the amount of shockwave damage that you used to do thanks to this new formula. Again, this is the rough idea. Warren says this is 95% confident that this is correct of what it actually is. So because of this now, there is potentially some way for this to be a thing. So let's go ahead and dive in. Oh, wait. I forgot ladder characters aren't. That was weird. Standard there. Gotta make it a ladder character. And remember, ladder is harder as well. Ladder is harder. So we'll go ahead and dive in for play. Now, can we immediately start in Shockwave? No. Shockwave is a level 24 skill. If we take a peek-see right over here, you can see Shockwave level 24 required. And then also Maul is a 10% damage synergy. So we're going to be looking to get both of these pumped up, but we won't be pumping those up for a little bit. Instead, of course, we will have to start with something else. So we can either start with essentially 2 forms now. You can either start with Fire, going through the Firestorm Fissure route, or you can start with Poison Creeper. Those are really going to be the 2 best forms for starting out. Which one would you guys like to see? We'll let the chat vote. Would you rather see Poison Creeper or would you rather see Fire? No, we are not going to start Arctic Blast. Creep, 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 fire, fire, poison, 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 fire, poison. I'm seeing more poison, so we'll start Poison Creeper. And I want to let you guys know, this right here will also be, this is just going to be funky, man. From what you thought you knew about the Druid, if you haven't seen a Druid in a little bit, the D2R Druid and just the changes and all the things, it's a completely different beast. As this isn't your basic, you know, Firestorm, Fissure, all that stuff OP. This is now going to be Poison Creeper into Shockwave, which is wild and weird. And honestly, I wish I was on single player for this so I could raise the player count, because that would help us as well, leveling up. But we'll just have to kind of level a little bit as we go along. Again, I am online, I am on ladder. That's just how it'll be. So we're going to start with our Poison Creeper. And Poison Creeper, we'll go Vitality as well, is just amazing. They've really beefed it up. And Poison Creeper is actually one of the stronger like choices in the early game here. We'll get a single stamina, I guess. They boofed it. Okay. Boof the creeper. So what you can actually do is you can use it kind of like a casting, where you cast the Poison Creeper wherever you want him to hit, assuming he doesn't go and just hit on his own. So it's just a kind of a way to place him a little bit closer to whatever you're wanting him to kill if you want him to do that. Now, level 1 Poison Creeper is okay, but really once you get to like 2, 3, 4, I feel like is where he really starts to boof up. And starts to get a little bit extra damage. So, this is what I'm saying. To level to get to Shockwave, you can go in multiple ways. You really have your options there. The first way is going to be your standard. Just go Firestorm into a Molten Boulder, into Fissure. The second way is this. Oh, okay, Warren. Interesting. So we can't beef that up more, though. Okay. Grab our sash. Am I doing it all solo? We are. We'll also use a little stamina, even though we are about to level up. Okay, so we'll get our level 2 Poison Creeper, and now he's really going to start to hit a lot harder, especially in these earlier levels here. You can see that poison damage really starting to run through these guys. Perfect. Okay. So, we can continue through this, and like I say, we'll get to Shockwave later on. Shockwave is probably something we won't even really dive into until we get to Nightmare. Just because having a few things, like maybe a Lore Helm to help out, having a Spirit Sword, all of the stuff that's going to give those plus to skills is really going to help with our damage there for Shockwave. A level 1 Shockwave probably is not going to be enough damage to really do a lot for us. So the more we can level up, the better. And this is where I would say if you're on single player especially, or even multiplayer, but you're playing with some people, whatever it is, the more that you can level up in the earlier stages, the better it'll be for this build. Also, I'm just going to get more vitality. As it is really going to help. Put that over there. It's really going to help you with your additional plus to skills to have it. And something like Fissure and even Poison Creeper can handle higher player counts. These are skills that can really just handle the higher player counts better, so you won't run into issues there. Perfect. And we can go and I guess do this, do that, sell that, sell there, and perfect. Good enough. Okay, so we'll just get some stamina pots. Honestly, you don't even need a lot of mana potions. We're just going to continue with another point into Poison Creeper here. And then when we level up, another point into Poison Creeper. And remember, every time you level up, you need to re-summon your Poison Creeper to get the next level of Poison Creeper. We, of course, will take any experience shrine we find. That is always helpful. And also at this point, you can really kind of start running around. Your Poison Creeper actually has enough damage that he'll be able to do a lot of stuff. The giveaways will be tomorrow. Oh wow, I thought that might actually be there. So he'll poison and knock those guys out. And this is kind of also one of the beauties of it, is you're not having to really stop in Firestorm. You're not having to stop in, you know, Molten Boulder, anything like that. That's more Vitality, by the way. I'm just going to be pumping Vitality for the most part. So this is a great way to just kind of gather a little experience. And like I was saying before, when you get your... let's get our creeper right in here. When you get your just creeper rolling like that, and when you get to a higher player count, if you're on like single player or something, it's just beautiful. Just does so well for you. Hodo would be endgame weapon for Shockwave. Yeah, probably. You're really gonna just look for as many plus to skills as possible. So you're gonna want, you know, a bunch of shape-shifting skillers. Always check, and first things I should also say, of course, is we want to kill boss groups. So boss groups are what we are aiming for. Again, we're just continuing with Poison Creeper and Vitality. Boss groups give 500% experience. So if there's that unique mob and then the minions, right? It says like demon minion or undead minion or whatever minion right below it. Whenever you see that, that is something you really want to stop and kill. As again, they're a higher level and worth 500% experience. Champions are worth 300% experience, so also very good. And the poison just gonna wreck some face. And you want to kill most of all of that. This is more of a hybrid build. No, we're just doing poison right now. We'll get into the shockwave stuff later. There's a wolf head. We always like that. Poison creeper? No. No poison creeper. Now, what I would really love later on is some sort of +2. Thank you, turn 1. Some sort of +2 shockwave or shape-shifting skills, whatever. Because again, the more that you buff up your shape-shifting skills, the higher your damage is going to be. That's really, you know, think of it as a caster build. Another poison creeper. So, yeah, I mean, and of course, getting something cool like a Dark Clan Crusher would be nice, whatever things. But yeah, endgame, you're probably just looking at like Hodo, Spirit, you know, Shaco, Enigma. Though Enigma you can't. It does have fast run walk though, so you know, can't teleport in bear form sadly. Definitely the downside I would say of it all. Man, it's so strong there. All the shape-shifting skillers, Arachnid Mesh, +3 amulet or like Amara's or something. But if you will have Maul as well, so you know you can also, if you want, try and do some sort of hybrid shockwave plus then run like grief in your main hand, right? And then you can do some sort of like grief mauling build mix with, you know, shockwave. I think there could really be some fun combinations for people with this. So just some you know, options, which is always nice. I will check another wolf head. 2 to lycanthropy, not quite. And now we're going to look for the tower, as of course, tower is very important. Yeah, I guess Jalal's actually would be really nice, huh? But we want to get our talent, our eth, we want to get our stealth, fast run walk, cast rate. All of that is going to be really nice because, again, cast rate is going to be helpful on this character. So I actually kind of want to get this character to late game now. Like, obviously in the guided playthrough we'll do a little bit, but then I kind of want to beef it up, put some real gear on him, and see how he functions as like a hybrid and what sort of hybrid things we can do with him to do shockwave plus grief plus, you know, and go for like IS in some spots. Maybe I guess you're running a High Lord there and you're kind of hitting, you know, got a good AoE and whatnot. It probably is one of those just pick one. Going for both doesn't work as well, but it still sounds fun to go for both of them, doesn't it? Okay, tower is somewhere out here. Nice combat. Tower and waypoint in the middle, it appears. Yeah, balancing IS, FCR. I mean, like I say, it would be tricky. We will accept another experience shrine. Here's our waypoint, and here's our tower. We'll take it. Now we just want to make sure we don't get cursed. You can always look at whenever there's a boss and just check and see. And we'll continue with our Poison Creeper and our Vitality. Nothing too crazy there. They also get upgraded, dude. Also, Nano Bacon, thank you for the sub before. I think I missed that one. Now, in the tower, you're looking at getting roughly 1 boss group a level on average. It's not always the case. Sometimes you'll get a second, sometimes you'll get 0. But that is your average. Sure, Mariano. How can people abroad participate? You should be able to, and then I can just still purchase it through the Amazon thing and send it there, right? I can get clarification though. I'm doing all right today. Yesterday we had that Chivalry 2 tournament. Was actually really fun yesterday. So I was very happy about that. We finished 17th overall out of 40. I wanted to finish in top 20. We could have finished a little higher, but that was okay. But then we also got the we won another Poison Creeper, more Vitality. We won our team won, so we won a little bit extra. So it was nice, but it was just fun. I just had a good time playing with everybody. And then we played Undecember in the morning, and it was alright. I felt like it had a lot of the generic stuff. Well, that's easy. Taleth. Alright. So, if you don't get Taleth, you can obviously just continue to run down here. That's just a nice piece about this, is it's not a big deal. You can run through, you know, level 13, 14, whatever. It'll be totally fine. That's really all we're looking for right now. If you're running fire at this point, then you can also go for Tier Ral. So then you can have Taleth, Tier Ral. You can make a leaf as well, right? But if you do hit it, it's kind of up to you at this point if you want to continue forward or not. You can either do another tower or you can go forward. Really, both options are totally viable here. Because this character is decently strong, he'll be able to move forward. But getting more levels is never a bad thing, and the tower is a good place for experience. So, you know, I think staying down there is, like I said, completely fine thing to do. We'll grab wands and random stuff, just try and get some gold. Didn't get any there, that's okay. And we'll move on to the Tamo Highlands. How'd Poison Jab work out, by the way? Great. And again, more Poison Creeper. At level 9, I like to get a little bit of strength. This isn't needed at this exact moment, but eventually you'll want 25 strength so you can wear a better belt. So when you want to get that can be totally up to you. I'm just getting it right now. That's just fine. A little bit, JP. And again, we're just checking to see if it's cursed. Otherwise, doesn't really matter too much. We'll let our Poison Creeper take care of everything. Just kind of makes it simple. Yes, stamina potion duration stacks as well. Am I allowed to stream D4 beta? No. No, nobody's allowed to stream D4 beta. If they have it, or if I have it, nobody knows anything. maybe the next time we can. Thanks, power. Okay. Called enchanted archers. And just let him do some work. Perfect. Can't they stream anonymously? Every code has a... On the screen, I'm pretty sure it'll have like a unique identifier. So if you stream it, they'll find out who you are. And more poison creeper. And again, I'll just get up to my 25 by strength, and then we'll go right back into vitality everywhere. And that'll just be where we kind of end up at. Now, barracks is also a nice place to level up in. There's a lot of experience down here if you get some good boss group rolls. So this can be another solid place for that. Grab their malice. I also want that wolf head. Let's check it out. And we'll pick up the armor. It's ethereal, and that's a white wolf head. So, you know, we could imbue later on or something if we wanted with that. Go ahead and get the boss group over here. Perfect. Wow, what a strange map. All the way around. A draw cast D4 stream. How do you submit an entry to the giveaway? You just register !free stuff. You register for the event, and then you do submit an entry. And make sure you joined Mr. Llama's guild. There is a rare weapon before. I didn't really care for that. Perfect. And again, one of the nice things is you can kind of run through, and with very little input from yourself here, you can actually continue to level up as your character will do so. All right, Prime. Is Shockwave FCR or attack speed? It is FCR. We're not speedrunning. It is going to be fast. And again, if you're on YouTube, feel free to slow things down. You can always pause this video. You can always fast forward this video. Whatever it is, so that it's going to be going at the similar speed. A lot of people always say for these guided playthroughs, the most helpful thing is to kind of keep it up next to them so they can watch and just, you know, oh, when you level, I level, we do this. What do I do for each of these spots? So feel free to try that out. Come over here, get this boss group, a rare wolf head. Let's check it out. It is... oh my gosh. 1 to Werebear, 1 to Lycanthropy, 2 to Raven. It's kind of fun. Kind of fun, and it is something that we could wear a little bit later. I mean, it's not helping our shockwave damage by any means, but, you know, if we wanted to run around as a big old bear, we totally could now with that. Plus, we do have the birds, which won't do a lot at this point for us, but sure, why not? Another point to Poison Creeper. And look at me, Mom, I'm a big old bear. Okay, and more vitality. Feel free to smack things if you want. Doesn't matter too much. Your damage is coming from your poison creeper. No D-Death. You can choose anything off Amazon. Anything family friendly, appropriate, and under 125 bucks. Bam. Shockwave, it's bugged and not working as intended. It's hard to know exactly. It's slightly hard to know. Like, this doesn't seem like a buff that you accidentally put in, you know? It's not documented, though, which is strange. But maybe it's just a buff they added and forgot to... I don't know. Like I say, it's interesting enough. We'll play it through and try it out. And if at this point, you know, they do somehow remove this and change it and whatever, then this may be a guided playthrough that wears itself out. Becomes impossible roughly later. Who knows? I don't hate it. It doesn't make Shockwave like super broken or anything. It definitely just changes, you know, how Shockwave like makes it a little stronger, but it's not OP in any capacity. It just kind of makes it viable. So I'm here for it. It's more than just purely utility, which like Shockwave was still viable because it was a utility skill before, right? But now it has a little more to it than that. And we'll continue with Poison Creeper. We're not going to switch over. We're just going Poison Creeper here. And Vitality. Get some spiders. Excuse me. Perfect. Now, do I recommend farming normal Indariel on this character? No. This'll not be a character that really makes a lot of sense on, so I don't think you need to really get the waypoint here and worry about all that. If you stumble into it, sure, why not, you know. But I don't think this is a needed one. I think here you can kind of just move forward. I mean, yeah, you can get some things, Blood Fist, Hitaris Boots, you know, some basic stuff. That's not bad. But, nothing will really be so game-breaking or such a good item that it's, you know, super worth farming around on it. Poison Creeper got buffed. It didn't used to be this good. They buffed it up, and yeah, he got better for sure. All right, go Poison Creeper, go. Like I say, I'm not sure that they'll fix this Because again, it's nothing broken. And it doesn't even make Shockwave, you know, in like an S tier capacity at all. It just kind of creates a new small potential for the build. So, who knows though? Who knows what'll happen? This game is more fun with B tier builds. It actually makes you think. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I love B tier builds in this game. Now everybody's gonna be like, yeah, but you went for Blizzard Sorceress first level 99. And it's like, yeah, if I'm racing for first level 99, I'm gonna grab an S tier build. You saw what happened to Teo when he tried to run a B tier, C tier build for first level 99. It just doesn't work. You can't compete with the S tiers for that. But if you're just playing through the game, these C tier builds are honestly tons of fun. More vitality, more poison creeper. Let's get in there. Get him, poison creeper, get him. Can take out the boss. Poison creeper not gonna be amazing on Indariel, but it'll do okay. Make sure to set your TP. Now this is where you can definitely switch into fire if you would like. You can also just hang out. But Indariel is going to have decent poison res. So she may be a little bit. You just found a +3 Shockwave, +2 Druid skill helm. I would like that. $12 hit recovery is kind of nice. We can sell that and that. Put this here. Max stamina. No, thank you. Okay. And we'll get some stamina potions. And just be a big old bear for the fun of being a big old bear. And sometimes your Vinyl Wander, you can watch it on the map. If it's not really coming over to the boss and just hanging out or wherever you need it to be, you can always just recast it kind of right around it. And it'll usually hit again that way. So. Now do be careful with Indariel. That poison attack, or she unleashes it all, is very deadly. That one right there. Get it. Nice. And there you go. How easy was that? Poison creeper crushing all the way through normal Act 1. Give yourselves a clap. No, what? I don't know. Come over here, we can put all of our rubies. So many rubies. Put those away. And this is where we buy a belt. You can actually find some nice belts like this one. 17 hit recovery, 8 light res. It's really nice. You can look at gloves. You can look at boots. All of that stuff can be really helpful. And then if you want to get something for a mercenary, you can do as such. Let's get our potions and get stamina pots. And we will go find a Blessed Aim mercenary.
I'll put that to good use.
And just give him some basic weapon. And at this point, through normal, he'll usually be okay, with the exception of beetles can sometimes be tough for him. So that's usually something you have to kind of watch for, is if he starts dying to beetles. The best thing you can do to help him out is shift 1, shift 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. When you do that, it'll actually give him a potion from your belt. This is just players 1, as this is on ladder. So, just P1 at the moment. Now, I know our exit's right there. I'm just trying to get a little bit of experience out here. And that's an example of a time where I would shift 1, 2, 3, 4. But there we go. We found a couple bosses. Very nice. Another poison creeper. And that's going to be good enough for me. Okay. We can move forward. Yes, if you try and give him a mana potion, he'll shout he can't use it. Greetings from Poland. Hello. Hello. How are you? Well, that could be very, very strong for bosses there. Kill the bosses. Perfect. Greetings from Germany. Hello. Oh, and I had to lycanthropy. We've got a point in there. But all of our points, right now we're not running bear. I just happen to have bear from my helmet. Right now we are running poison creeper. Sub only chat today? What? Oh my gosh. Never done sub only chat. Yeah, it got kind of bugged, so it's very strong now. We're having a good time with it. Oh, I have to turn in my thing as well. Okay, get our waypoint and perfect. Halls of the Dead. Go ahead and go through here. Halls of the Dead's not actually worth a ton of experience once you get past like level 14. Really starts to fall off, but again, killing boss mobs is always still going to be good, so I do recommend doing that. And it looks like we have a wraparound map. Classic. Now, like I said, I can respec whenever we want into fire or whatever it is. And maybe that'll end up being a best choice. We can see how it goes a little bit later on. And then respec into Shockwave afterwards. Really, I think we'll respec into Shockwave after the tower in Act 1. I think that'll be a decent place for it. How do I always know the maps? Map hack in your mind. Look up that video I made. It'll give you everything you need to know. It'll change your Diablo 2 life. You will suddenly become an expert on the game. Yeah. Suddenly the game becomes the Matrix. You see the game in tiles and patterns and numbers. You no longer... I don't see the game as Diablo 2, you know. That's... We're past that. Okay, more vitality, more poison creeper. It's all just 0 and 1s. Can repair, can look for some gloves. Nothing really great there. Let us continue. Make you hurt. After watching the video, you'll need a decent amount of practice as well. Yes, it's not something that just instantly gets downloaded into your brain. But it's something where if you take some notes, if you practice it, whatever, you'll suddenly start to realize that you see the maps when the maps aren't there. You know? When I enter into the Far Oasis, I see that I'm in, you know, this corner. So I'm, you know, the map runs like this right there. It's either going to be a cross or it's going to be, you know, one of those square ones, whatever. And then you see already the map how it is, what you're exploring. When you see these things like this, you know you're looking for beetle bursts when you get to the different areas. And here we go. We start running across, right? And you already know where you're at in the map as soon as you enter it, and thus you can build the whole map in your mind. I know I don't need to explore up fully there. I just need to check like up into this corner over here. Now, obviously, if I'm looking for like Maggot Lair, you know, you're gonna have to do a little bit more exploration just to check in on that. But I don't need to see this wall here. I've seen this wall, and I don't need to see that anymore. Final Fantasy 14 Artemis, thank you very much. I don't need to explore deeper into that section because I know that's a dead end. I just need to check if the hole was there, that's all. Very late to the 99 party, all good. So, yeah, the more you practice it and implement it, the better you get. Here we're checking for beetle burst. Okay, not in this section. Interesting. Thought he might be there. Okay, nothing up in there. We can check this way. Beetle burst is probably right over in this section. Captain Poop Poop. Thank you so much. And here we go. We get up into the bushes, into the weeds. And Beetle Burst should be just up and off into the right. And again, that's helpful. Someone told me that actually why attack and defense are bad game design, but the VOD is gone. Attack and defense are bad game design. When did I say that? Maybe in some way. And there's our Beetle Burst. Trying to think what the actual piece was about. Oh no, Raisin! Stay alive. Now, no Maggot Lair thus far means... There we go. Okay, here's our exit. What's his name? Raisin. Yeah, what did they say I said? And I can try and give you an explanation. So, is that what you want, S&T? Okay. We can come up with a price. When I was all this morning and last night, I was trying to dive more into crafting systems. And I think today we can actually do a lot of that. That's kind of my plan for this evening. If we want to stream it and I'll hang out, I'm totally down for that. But I was essentially looking up and running through Ultima Online and Star Wars Galaxy's crafting systems and trying to learn as much as I could about those and see what sounds fun, engaging, whatever from them, and what seems overly complex or unnecessary, whatever. So I want to learn further on those. They're pretty interesting though. There's a lot of stuff in how they function. And obviously those are MMOs. But I feel like they're highly regarded as some of the greatest crafting systems. Nice, we got through Open Socket Gate Shield. That'll be good for later. And it did give me some thoughts and ideas. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, if you run out of scrolls and you're like, this vendor doesn't sell scrolls, something that you can do is you can either A, go find the vendor that does, or B, you can just sell your books and buy them back, and they'll be refilled all the way to the max. Just kind of a fun little tip there for you. Yeah, a lot of people don't know you can do that. You can do the same with like throwing gas potions and things as well, right? Anything that has a quantity like that, when you sell and rebuy there, you're good to go. And let's go ahead and turn in our malice. Selling keys work? Yeah, probably. I think selling keys would also work there. I'm pretty sure it's anything with a quantity. Does it make it cost extra? I mean, you just have to buy it back at what the full price of a 20 tome would be, which is like $12.80 or something like that. So it's not going to be like only 100 gold. You need to have 1,000, 1,500, whatever for it. But keys definitely work. You do it all the time. Perfect. 2-pack reported. Selling at throwers work? No. That will not work. And if else, I should right-click scrolls with the book. Yes, but if they don't sell scrolls, I'm saying kill. I need to act when hell Java's on 65. What do I do? Watch my Javazon guided playthrough. Best advice. Plague Javazon did work out. I didn't gear her with endgame gear, but I think it'll work decently. Okay, let's go Lost City. Got our staff. And it looks like it's a square map. Now, in the Lost City, it can never be the bottom corner. It's kind of a funny little fact. So, we know that it's over on that left corner. Save a little time. Do you think Blizzard or Frozen Orbs better for Solitaire Zones? I mean, I think Blizzard is one of the strongest characters right now in the game. The cold, being able to hit the cold and get the freeze really helps a lot. How do I find the P&B 38? It was a 39 life skiller, actually. And I don't know. Watch the playthrough, it'll help you, I guess, right? Maybe. Blizzard's boring? Then don't run Blizzard. Yeah, Blitzsource should be able to do Ubers as well. I don't like it, Cheese. How to rate this build? A, B? I don't know. It's probably more in the, like, C tier. But we'll have to see how it goes. Also, we can grab a chainmail. And just give it to Raisin. Give him something to wear. And Kubiota. Okay. Get both the pieces, cube them together. Go talk to Drognin. You don't think his mom named him Raisin? Look at the top left corner. What do you think that says? Raisin. Reading comprehension. Why is Sir harder to find than Jar or Burr? Oh, definitely not. Harem soundtrack's a good one for sure. Eldrin, why not? We're also almost level 17, so our stealth will be coming up soon, which will be nice. Definitely one of them, Cheese. Okay, we'll go around. 38 life cold skiller worth Burr. Honestly, I have no clue where the market is right now on ladder for that sort of stuff. Definitely worth a good amount though. Cold life skillers are gonna be worth a lot. But I don't know the exact price on it all. In the first few weeks of ladder, things are all over the place. Plus, with duping supposedly being a whole thing right now, that makes it really hard to trust trades because you're like, I don't know, is this actually a real burr or is this duped? Is it gonna poof on me? Who knows? More Poison Creeper, more Vitality, and it's time for a 2 open socket armor and Tal F. I don't have the 2 open socket armor yet, so we can go buy one actually. But we'll wait to do that when we get to a waypoint here. Not a huge deal. Not first way. Okay. So. We can also, of course, sell. Not really worth a lot right there. But we can always look right here for a 2 open socket. And there is one right there. It is 27 strength. If I don't feel like doing that, I can always just reset. Oops. By going out of town and back into town. Until we find a 2 open socket armor. You can also look for a 2 open socket helm, which can be useful for later, potentially. Make sure it's gray and not blue, and then put Talon Eth, and you get yourself Stealth Runeward, which has faster unlock, faster cast rate, and faster hit recovery. All great things for a caster, which our character is going to be. Now we'll continue down the second path of the arcane. I don't know S&T. Shockwave won't get used until part Nightmare, probably. Just because it's a level 24 skill, so we can't even use it yet. And I'll probably wait a couple levels after that, just because level 1 a lot of times of certain skills like that are just very weak. So we're probably going to want to wait until we have Spirit plus Lore and a few levels in it, so then at least we're at, like, you know, level 8, 9, 10 with it, whatever. Then it'll be better. Not second way. Shockwave is physical damage, I do believe. This is just kind of a fun little start with the Poison Creeper, but again, you can run Fire here. At this point, Fire is definitely solid again and very strong, but Poison still holds its own. And you can see how fast things are dying as well, which means we could be running on a higher player count if we were on single player, and get even more experience and, you know, even higher, be stronger and all of that stuff. Just from all that. So. And what else is new? Fourth way it is. I'm gonna Reaper's Toll. Obtain the life on hit or not. Whatever the Reaper's Toll has, that should keep. WMS, thank you very much for the sub. Chaos is terrorized. Ooh, nice. If you're looking for experience, gorgeous. Now again, I'm just running as a bear because I found that helmet. You can run around as your regular druid, but I just like it because you get like double your life being a bear, which is nice. Oops. Orb original, thank you. Come on. Stairs are so buggy with different things. Okay. Circle over moon is all the way to the right. So let's head there. And pick up some free beetle kills on the way. We don't mind an experience shrine either. Let's see what we run into. We'll take that experience. Getting out around level 18 here is not bad at all for this character. Now, if we had been able to run on like Players 8 and stuff, we'd probably be around like level 21, which would be a little nicer, but that's okay. Tower. And Lightning Enchanted, don't need to worry about Cursed. Another level, another Poison Creeper, and more Vitality. We actually have decent mobs down here, so that's kind of nice. Oh no, Raisin died. Rip. I didn't see him dying. Terra Mechanic is live, yes. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah. Getting the juicy experience now is feeling good for this.
Will you do a guided playthrough where you build a character to have max gear?
It'll be a longer guided playthrough. We could, but it's not going to be something basic. It would take many hours. It's kind of what the Holy Grails are a little bit like. Okay, getting out around 18.6. Definitely solid. If you want to level up more, again, if you can either do player count or I kind of like mana per kill. Let's keep that and 10 FCR. Both of those are good. I'll put those away. Sorry. Let's get thawing potions for Duriel. This gives our cold res, brings it up to 60 there. And now we can go and fight Mr. Duriel. Now again, my damage is going to be pretty irrelevant here. He's pretty much just survive and let the Poison Creeper kill him. And you may have to respawn your Poison Creeper a couple of times as Duriel will kill it off, but it's not a big deal. You can see he still goes down pretty quickly, and you still have pretty good survivability of it all. Bear form cannot teleport, sadly. Maybe one day they'll change that. Get him. Jaw-ith bear. I like it. Okay, through the D. A little bit more. And just like that, Act 2 is complete. Give yourselves a clap. Poison Creeper Bear. Doing great. Repair. We got Clay Glaws, a little Deadly Strike right there. More mana per kill. Anything in there? Nothing really. Now, I like to get some stamina pots before I go to Act 3, just because it can be kind of annoying in Act 3. Maybe a couple more with all the stamina suckers. Talk to Mr. Jurhen, and we'll take a shortcut home to Act number 3. How nifty was that? Still don't have boots or gloves. This is also one of those things where if you want to get some of that stuff, you can just go shop for it. Again, like we did before, looking for the armors and whatever. If you're like, I really want to get something, just look around and see what you can find. Oh, there's some magic find on that. That's kind of nice. All right, let's see if we can find some, you know, or get some resistances, get some life, get some whatever on it. You know, there's 11 poison res. And you can just look really quickly, try and get a couple things. 10 hit recovery, sure, we'll grab that. Whatever, you know, just get some basic stuff. It can be nice to find a little bit of better stuff. So that's always with any of these guided playthroughs. I'm trying to go a little quickly, but it's always good to just go at your own speed and feel free to level up as much as you want. So now Act 3. Yeah, we got a rare amulet from Duriel, that's right. 1 to summoning skills, hey! Well, that works out nicely. That's very nice. A little 5 mana, 8 fire res as well. But the +1 to summoning skills is helpful because that boosts our poison creeper. And if we find nothing better later on, that'll also be good for something potential. Like, you know, just our bear, right? Or and our oak sage and whatever stuff that we want to have later on. That can be really helpful. Yeah, it's got a little damage reduce, which is also not bad. So pretty solid for sure. Now for here, when we're out in Act 3, we're just looking for those little turn-ins. Should come across one soon. Here we go. Wherever you find these broken pillars at, you want to go check up in there. Also be careful of fire damage here. It can be very deadly. It can hit very fast. And that's Arachnid Lair. Don't need to go in there unless you just want experience. But otherwise, we can just grab the waypoint. Help ourselves out a little bit. And another point in Poison Creeper. More points into Vitality. Nothing too crazy here, right? This is very simple. Very simple for starting. Alright, this is our second area. We did have a little skip through that one. We'll see if we get it here or not. If not, we'll just have to go back. And maybe this connects through in some capacity to a flare jungle. We'll just have to see. If it doesn't, who knows? Alright, looks like we probably just have a Great Marsh though. And won't have a flare jungle skip. That's okay. Now jewels, I actually like to keep jewels because you can craft with them. So even if it's not a good jewel, I think keeping that for later can be nice. You can craft yourself, you know, a better amulet. You can craft yourself some blood gloves or something. Whatever it is. What happened with this stream with beast stats? It's pushed to tomorrow. Something came up for beast, so we had to push it a day. Safety rings, whatever you want. And nice and easy. Again, we'll actually go back here, and I'm going to go to the waypoint. And we will go check out this way, though that's going to be our 5 and it won't kick out right there. So I'm actually really curious about this map. Seems like it's going to kick on the 3 is my guess. It probably made more sense to go out the other way and then it kicks right on the 3, yeah. Again, learning maps is very helpful. Give you some ideas. So this should go to the right here and be the Great Marsh. We should not have a flared jungle, unfortunately, but that's okay. There's a boss for us. Now, out in Act 3, you generally want to get up to be around level 20. I'd say for this character, about 23.5 to 24 is going to be what you're going to want to end up at. So, somewhere in there by the end of Act 3, because again, by Act 5, we want to be roughly around 25. So then we can continue getting experience there. Sorry, still waking up. D4 beta slaps, that's good. Good to hear. We'll keep rolling till we so up on the flared jungle. We can also go shop a teleport staff soon. But that'll be something for a little bit later. And again, just sitting down to kind of kill basic stuff as I run by, and then if I do stumble across a boss group, obviously I will stop to kill the boss group.
How is the Act 6 beta?
Mom RPG is looking great. Thanks for asking, Ditch Boy. I'm thinking we'll do a bunch of LOM RPG work later on today. Really try and flesh out a few things on it. Finish up all the affixes. Go from there. Okay, so we got like this boss group right here. Is melee decent in LOM RPG? Yeah. The game is turn-based though, so you're not going to be meleeing in that capacity, but I do believe melee should be good from your turns. Poison Creeper is just being used for leveling, yes. Grab our waypoint. Grab our large charm. Like Javazon a lot? Javazon's fun. Poison Jab actually felt really not bad at all. Really surprised. Okay, another level, another Poison Creeper. We're already level 20, that's looking good for us right there. It means we've been killing decently well. Getting level 20 out here in the flare. We'll have a little bit more. I still think we'll probably need to do a little bit more farming with this character. That usually just happens when you're playing through. If you're going through quickly like this, it usually just requires a little bit more farming. So you can just go do the flare jungle a couple of times or whatever it is. It's 2 black eyes. We'll be doing another one here today for sure. So get ready for it. Weird, Mariano. You think like Jefferson keep going to hell? Yeah. I beat hell with it, and it honestly felt good. It wasn't just like we beat hell and it was a struggle and felt terrible. It actually felt not bad at all. Very surprised. Flare jungle is also a really decent experience, so getting out here and killing a lot of stuff can be solid. There's just so many minions to kill. We want to check out the antlers. Nothing, though. I do like antlers. We can put those instead. Okay, max dexterity that. Nah, I don't think anything's really beating our plus to summoning skills unless we get 1 to shape-shifting skills. If we could get a 1 to shape-shifting skills, that would be the only thing that would probably be better than our summoning skills. So then we could have that for later. But 19 to life ain't gonna do it. That's really nice, you guys. Perfect, so that'll be great for when we shift over. Can't be upset about that. Alright, let's keep forward. Nah, we don't need that paint. We'll just YOLO past it. So I think Poison Creeper replaces Fire Druid. I mean, it just depends. Fire Druid is also amazing. It's kind of unfair. The Druid gets 2 amazing levelers with the Poison Creeper and the Fire Druid. I think at this point being Fire Druid would be a little bit better, but chat voted Poison Creeper, and it's still, I mean, perfectly fine. Fire Trapsin is also very good. Oh, I get what you're saying. 1 to Rabies, 2 to Carrion Vine, 1 to Oak Sage. More bus. 1 open socket. It's okay, not great. I really need a good 2 open socket so I can make a lore in that later. That's what I really want. But in the meantime, we'll just keep killing the bosses. Nice and simple. Nice, gone. Fire Absorb is still very good, yeah, whether you have high fire res or low fire res. Trying to remember the full interaction. I believe the absorb will happen after the resistance knocks down the damage. So if you have your fire res max and then like fire absorb, you'll just gain life when fire hits you. But you can still gain life when fire hits you even if your fire res isn't max if you have good enough absorb. Oh no, we got cursed. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're out of Poison Creeper now. So Poison Creeper does have Rabies as a synergy. If we want to work our way down towards Rabies, we can start doing that for right now, just to get a little more damage. And a little more vitality. Get Lame Essence Tome. And make our way out. So you're always looking for the temple in the Cursed Bazaar that faces to the bottom left. If you find this temple, you'll always find Lame Essence Tome and Serena in there, who is good for experience as well. But we do want to find a waypoint here so we can go back to the Flare dungeon. So we'll keep looking for that. Okay, not there. Now you can also go into the other temple as well if you're just looking to get a little bit of experience. Hey, Dark. That works totally fine, as you'll usually get one, maybe two bosses down here. So that can be up to you. Come on, kill the boss. Kill the minion. Whatever. See if we get another boss group. Doesn't look like it, but we'll kill some basic guys and continue moving forward. Vine is very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I got a buff in D2R or in 2.4, one of the two, and it just made it super strong. Plus, I think just poison damage and fire damage with the tick is just better in D2R. If you get like the like burning damage from, you know, Inferno or whatever. Okay, so now we go back to the Flare Jungle and can of course continue down here. I'm gonna get rid of that. Dang, nice start. Also not bad experience down in the Flare Dungeon. If you do want to not immediately run through and instead go and farm around in it, sometimes you can get good boss groups. Doesn't really look like we got a lot in this first one. So we'll just keep moving. Nothing helps Arctic Blast. Though they did change it to try and make it a little stronger, right? So they kind of tried. And again, if you want to try and farm a little bit more, you can get just more flares and more stuff to kill. Which is always nice. It's still useless? I know. No. A weapon with socketed towels would not affect flying poison damage. Perfect. Closing in on level 22, which isn't bad. Now again, we will need a little bit more experience just because the nature of running around. We didn't do tombs and stuff, so that's gonna slow us down ever so slightly. But yeah, it's just slightly annoying how it functions. Just due to the penalty existing where if you are not level 25 in Act 5, you only get 5% experience. Just sucks. So, as a penalty for being too low of a level. And that's where you really feel it. Ladder is not available offline, no. Okay, brain. And I'm actually going to reset. One, this allows us to talk to Mashif, so we can turn in the bird and then the tomb over there. Ooh, 25 poison res. If that was another res, I'd be ecstatic. Also, nothing really good on this, but our current rings aren't great. I'm okay with it because it has 7 more MF, and Magic Find is actually really nice, just getting your first few points of it. Let's also go ahead and get Raisin back. Why not? Deckard's charging for identification because I didn't save him. If you don't save him, he'll get upset and charge you. Okay, more stats, vitality, and of course, potions. And this allows us to go back, and now that we're in the bazaar again, we can get all the bosses respawned in the bazaar. Plus, we can try and find the temple again. So just for some more experience in all those ways. We can go look around and see what we can find. Because both temples will now be reset as well, plus the whole Flare Jungle is reset. We want to go do that again. So that'll be really nice. Almost 22. How to read the tower. Yeah. Same idea. Tower is always left of the way you come in. It's the new Shockwave damage. It's a hidden damage multiplier that we don't believe was intended, but well, it's here. Okay, we'll go to Feral Rage. And then we can start dumping into rabies afterwards for even more damage. Also more vitality. Nothing crazy right there. And we can put this on Raisin for a little bit more for him. Get him some resistances. Do I have a video up for Light Nova source build? Yes, I should have an endgame video for it. And then also a Lightning Sorceress playthrough where we use Nova for the first at least X bit of that. So guided playthrough, let's play Light Sorceress and Nova Light Sorceress. If you bing that, Mr. Lama SC Light Sorceress, you should be able to come up with what you're looking for. So we've hit level 22. Again, we're just a little shy. We probably want a little bit more experience. But we still have sewers. We still have a couple of dungeons near the Travancore. We still have Travancore and Durance. and Mephisto, everything on the way to that. Plus, we can always come back to the Flare jungle. So, with all of that, I think we should be okay. How do you upgrade your sub tier? I think you just click on the subscription button and it says it. Something like that. Subscribe with tier 2 or tier 3. Okay. Get our last piece. Kill those bad boys. And let's get out of here. Perfect. Now, I am going to look for a couple boss groups around here. There's one. There's a waypoint as well. Might as well grab that for fun. Just because a little bit more experience will do us well. I think we're just slightly short of what I want. You can always reset and run Serena again. Of course, you can always do like tombs and all that stuff as well. So there are options that you have. But we're closing in. And like I said, we do have each of these in the causeway. So we can go left and right. Get some beetles in here. Beetle boss group down here. See if we get a second boss at all. Yeah, Vine does well, man. Okay, some more beetles. Perfect. Over 22.5, so we still have like a level that I'd like to get. Durant should also have a little bit of that in there. So again, there is still some potential to get it, but if needed, we can always do that reset. And cold enchanted beetles right there. Snag some rejuves for later. Always good to save rejuves. There we go, we get another boss group. Perfect. Okay, getting close. Maybe find a boss group in here. That I currently see. It's okay, we'll do Travancore now. Oh, there's a boss group. Perfect. Raisin. Probably going to die. Another jewel. And if we want, we could totally fight these council members just one at a time. You can always drag them away. Hey, Saigon's Raisin gonna die. That's just the nature of mercenaries here. Getting weird frame drops. Are those his wings? Sure. Now I'm just gonna go do a quick little peek around, try and get a couple bosses so we can kill a couple bosses. Get a little bit of experience in here. Chase him. There we go. Perfect. Any Llama Simpson chat? What? We've never used that word in this chat before. Okay, closing in on level 23. This should get us there. And like I say, I wanted to be close for like 23 and a half. Not a huge deal. We can always come back and get a little bit more if we want. Plus, we do have the that guy. Another point. Okay, point in rabies now for the synergy, more vitality. We do have whatchamacallit. We'll get the waypoint. Our creeper, which is going to get some decent kills and be helpful later on, so that is nice. Also, we're not 24 yet, which is perfect because that means we can go ahead and shop for our teleport staff as well. So this is something you want to do generally before you hit level 24. If you're running players 8 or something, you probably won't even get the chance. You might, but a lot of times you won't. And that's something that we can check out a little bit later on. Can this poison worm kill Mephisto? Sure. That's what we'll see. What tier do you need for audio? Tier 2. Tier 3 gets video. Okay, so Mephisto time. And again, just gonna be a little bit slower, but that's okay. This is where fire does have more power. I don't know, why not? Thank you very much for the Prime sub and reminding everybody here that they get a Twitch Prime subscription once a month, but it doesn't auto-renew. Crazy. It's crazy that it doesn't auto-renew. You have to go in and click subscription or subscribe and then scroll down and there's that little subscribe for free checkbox. Subscribe with Prime. You got to click that. And that is how you beat Daddy Bezos at his own game. You got to go a little slower probably through it. And just take them one at a time there. Drucifer with the Prime sub, thank you. If you up it, yeah. Cyclone Armor OP versus Mephisto. It is very good versus Mephisto, yes. Get him. Make sure our vine stays alive. What's stronger? Prime Evils or a little Poison Vine? Question answered. Congratulations, you have just beat Act 3 of normal. You're flying. Melee Wolf you can level as, but it won't be as strong. Though, you know, we could definitely jump into like rabies now for our own. You know, do like that or something. Okay, nothing right there. 20 fire res is actually solid enough. I'm gonna get it, put it over that ring. And we'll go as such. Okay, and then we will 3 to Blessed Hammer. Oh my gosh. We'll go ahead and cube these up and store these for later. And the runes and all of that. And put our gold away. Perfect. Get Raisin. He's still probably going to die pretty fast due to not really having a lot of fire res. He's also only level 14. We're level 23. So at this point, if we wanted, first off, we want to get him a pike. That's always a good thing to do. But then second, we can actually just go get another mercenary to get a higher level right now. So we'll take his gear off. And we put that back on and give him the pike. And now he'll be a little bit stronger. We can see right now actually 57% fire res, which is going to be helpful. And so now I have poison damage, and my vine also has poison damage. We're just a little poison group here. Beautiful. Al-Hazir dies in less than a minute. If not, you got a sub. Those are the rules. Thank you very much. Move. Will I hate my life if I start with Fire Wind Druid? No. Those are great. Wasn't a great outer step, so I was kind of open for more. But it's okay.
Where the terror zones at?
Yo, what up, mods? How you doing, bro? We could actually go back, because this is ladder, we could actually go back and farm. Oh no, I died in front. I was so focused on not letting him die. I wasn't even looking at my own life, I was looking at Al-Hazir. But yeah, we could actually go back and farm terror zones after we level up here. Too used to werebear. I know, so much more life. Fire res is a little bit lower here. I don't mind actually doing this little reset because I do want to come out and get like a better outer steps with more stuff to kill. I'm gonna be honest. There's like a little more experience I want to get. So we'll see. We did a lot of terror zoning though on the way to level 99. So it's been fun. Poison takes so long to kill in this game? Yeah, it can take a little bit. I mean, again, the poison creeper is actually pretty solid with it, but it doesn't have that immediate kill, which is pretty brutal for some people for sure. Yeah, exactly. Nice thing is you get to poison and walk away. Still not a lot of great bosses out there, which is very sad. Let's find Isual. Get ourselves some plus skill points. Always helpful. We could also go to the sewers if we wanted. Now, Isual will take a tiny bit, as he is very tanky. And again, at this point, our Poison Creeper is definitely starting to lose some of the value. I think, you know, we could shift over to Fire Druid pretty soon here, if we wanted. What is our Poison Creeper doing? There you go. We're level 23.5. So we'll probably need a little bit more experience. Our Poison Creeper's being weird hanging out in this little corner here. Like, yeah, look at it. It goes back to this corner. Waits until he's not poisoned, come back, poison him, goes back to this corner, hangs out here, comes back. It's so strange. It's almost time for Shockwave. We'll probably just be a little bit longer to Shockwave because, again, a level 1 Shockwave is 10 to 20 damage. I just think that's going to be a little bit low. You know. Perfect. Nice and easy. He gets paid plenty. My goodness. Okay, so now we can bump rabies up a couple more times. He gets paid an exposure. Look at how many people are seeing Poison Creeper. Pretty good. Right? I guess we'll wait until we find a waypoint here. Did you miss your freebies? It'll actually be tomorrow. Can somebody update the command to say Thursday? One of my mods. We had to adjust it over a day. We did not shop our TP staff yet. Again, I'm just going to do that right before level 24. You can always do it even earlier before that. We're just currently going to be, that's our current spot. So once we get this waypoint, we'll go back to Act 3. We'll do that. We'll probably level just a tiny bit more. Then we'll head to the Chaos Sanctuary and be good to go. Okay, so for shopping, you look like this. Pre-level 24, you only look at stabs that are red. Okay? None of the blue stabs because they can't have teleport charges. The ones that are red, you're looking for teleport charges. Notice how this says +1 to teleport. That is not a charge. That is sorceress only. I don't want that. I'm not going to use it. And then you just reset going in and out of town. Come back, shop again, and look at the stabs. And there you go. There's one. It is very expensive though. And we don't have near enough gold, but we can always go check and see what we have in here. I do have some chips that I can cube up. So let's say that you go and get a random blue wand. If you don't leave town, but just go to another town, you won't actually reset the shop. And I can come back here and get a random blue wand. Put that in my cube, put it together, transmute it, and it didn't roll very well, sadly. But you can cube these up and they can be worth a lot of gold. I also have, for instance, this blessed hammer right here. So we can sell that puppy. So that's worth 20,000. Ignore target defense is not worth anything. Might as well just hold it and see. And I have a chip, so we can re-roll it. 1, 2, 3. And we re-rolled it again into trash, unfortunately, so those are just not going to be worth anything. Now I could sell, you know, some runes and whatever stuff as well. We're up to 58k. I could also sell like mercenary stuff if we wanted, whatever. We're just gonna do take a small loan because shopping simulator isn't fun for everybody. Perfect. Now, these can come as cheap as like 16 to 17,000. A lot of times you'll find them around like 60,000, 65,000. And every now and then they're like 118, 200, 300,000, crazy numbers, whatever. So if you find one that is just too much, you can always just save it for later. But like I say, just for the piece of a guided playthrough here, we're not gonna hang on to that and just keep shopping for no reason. We'll go ahead and just give that over. But that's also why it can be good to hold chip gems, as it does re-roll 3 chip gems together in the cube with the blue item. Blue weapon right there, re-rolls, nice and easy. So a lot of times just re-rolling scepters, wands, all of that can be super nice. I love Steel Driver Gasman. And we'll just kill all these bad boys as well. A little more experience. Getting us close to that 24. Three chip gems and then just a blue wand, a blue scepter. Something easy there. That also works. Any bosses? Doesn't look like it. Alright. It's fine. We can keep moving forward. We should be able to get an okay amount of experience. I'm running forward here. I don't have a forget the wallet trick. I just forget my wallet often whenever we go out to eat. It just happens. It's no trick. I'm just forgetful. My goodness. Get the wallet trick. Level 24 coming soon. Perfect. Oops. More rabies. And we got an Ith rune. I would have loved an Am rune. But that's okay. Still just trying to get a little bit of leveling up here and there, and more vitality. Can I tell you the first 100 decimal digits of pi? I mean 3.1459266346384793384667950288419716939927504510458204944592. Okay, that's not the point. Okay, I'm forgetful with the physical places of where the things are, you know. Sure, Arjun. Bravy's the way to go for lycanthropy. I think or lycanthrope. Yeah, it's not bad. They definitely are D-Death Day. Kill him. It's cute. He also knows to put in Moo's credit card to gift the subs and not his. My memory with numbers does well. Yeah, we have Moo's credit card and social security number memorized. But that's just because numbers. Numbers do well in my mind. Nothing else. No other reason. For safety. Thank you. For safety. Nice, Ugh. Is this a no healing run? No, we'll go back and get some more healing pots here. You won't be able to shop a gray one if that's what you're looking for. Okay, we can store those things. And it's also time we can use the teleport staff. So again, you can't use it in wolf or bear form. But otherwise, teleport staff is very useful. Just for us to get in if we need to get in quickly, or if we just don't feel like fighting through everything. You can always use it. So for instance, we just go here, you just morph out, teleport around. We'll let our poison creeper do some work. Teleport again, blah, 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 blah. For 3 topaz, yeah, you can shop one in like Nightmare and beyond.
After having followed all your guided playthroughs up to but not including Poison JAV yet, I have to say I don't like melee builds.
Yeah. I think different ones can have different levels of fun to them. But like melee, like Whirlwind Barb was awful. Though maybe Whirlwind Barb's a little bit better now. They did improve it in the earlier stages. Might be one we have to try out at some point. Very laggy today. Don't know why. Kind of annoying though. Oh my god, Poison Grand Vizier, please. Thank you. It's a blast now, doing a Whirlwind playthrough, and it's going pretty good up to level 30. Yeah, that's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, it was very, very awful the last time I did it. Ort rune, that's nice. We'll need many Ort runes. As we need Ort rune for Spirit, Talful Ort Am. We need Ort rune for the Shield, Ancient's Pledge, Ral Ort Tal. We need Ort rune for Lorehelm, Ort Soul. So 3 Ort runes needed. We get 1 automatically from saving the Barbarians, but that leaves 2 more for us to get, and now just 1 more for us to get. I don't know if adding splash damage is the right way to go, but like it was fun in PD2, but I don't know if I like it overall for the game. I think it's a mod thing. Why did Frenzy Barb go up a tier? I don't think he did. Perfect. On max roll it did? Oh, I don't write for max roll. I write for Icy Veins. I wouldn't move Frenzy Barb up a tier at all. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, nothing changed for Frenzy. Perfect. Good job, little man. We're definitely at the point where fire is going to be stronger now. Poison Creeper is losing its oomph. Though it still did totally fine in there. Like, it wasn't bad. But compared to fire, fire would be much faster right here. We're only 24, so it may be good to respec into fire just to go and do like Act 4, Act 5, and then Act 1, or like end of Act 4 here, Diablo. And then we'll respec into Shockwave. I think that's probably the best way to go here. We've taken the poison quite far. Let's do it. Yeah, we don't have enough plus skills or anything for Shockwave to have any value right now. So that's fine. All right, so we'll go up to 35 strength and tiny bit of energy just for a little bit more, and the rest into vitality. For skills, we're just going mass fissure, and then firestorm right behind it. The basics. And hit him with the damages. Yeah, we're also only 24 and a half, so we will have a tiny bit of farming to go do after this. I don't have Leaf Staff. I do have Tyrell though, so we can actually make it. Wait, do I have Tyrun actually? Yes. I found Tyr and Ral in the same arcane run. Here are my dope rap tracks! Exclamation mark rap. Perfect. Nice and simple, and just a little bit for the pace there, you know. But we can go back here and obviously sell, give yourselves the clap. Act 4 is done. You could have done that with Poison Creeper if you really wanted. Okay. And again, we will be going back and just leveling a tiny bit. Just checking out. Because I just want to get up to basically level 25. You can be just shy of it, because in the Frigid Highlands you can get a tiny bit of experience. So Can be just a little bit short, but not like 4 bars short. That might be a little bit rough. It's an okay flare jungle. The density is a little bit mediocre. I don't have Radamant done, no. That shouldn't be too crazy of a thing for this character. Nothing on those.
Now comes the part where Llama realizes he need to get to Nightmare to respec again.
Yeah, I knew that. Would I remove experience penalty if I could? Yeah, or maybe just change it to like level 20? So that way it just fits better with playing through the game. 25 just is slightly weird. It's like just too high. Take Cold Mastery up to -195 if you have your Cold Sunder Charm. Nice and easy. And we're honestly probably pretty close now that we can just go back. Should be able to get like 1 to 2 bars out in the Frigid Highlands. Let's just kill these final biddies. Okay. Perfect. Time for Act 5. Serena is also very good for experience, and we can always go back for that. Correct. Like Hell Cows, it's usually pretty good for Monarch. Any Hell area with a lot of monsters. Not going for rank 1 this season? I already got rank 1 this season. So like I say, out here in the Frigid High, or the Bloody Foothills, you can actually get a little bit of experience. That can work for you. But once you get past it, nothing. All good. No, wait, I don't want that piece. Okay, 1 bar left. Let's kill some rando stuff. Exciting. Shockwave should be soon. Should be very soon. And level 25, perfect. Just continue with Fissure. Alright, and Vitality. Just not beyond the Bloody Foothills. The Bloody Foothills will give you a tiny bit of experience. Now, somewhere that's great to farm for experience is Eldritch right here. So if you ever want more EXP, you can just do players 8 Eldritch runs, and you'll just get a level like every other one that you do it. It's crazy. Great, quick way to level up super fast. Now we do want to save the barbarians again, as we do want to get Ral or Tal. That'll be helpful for later. And like I said before, we also do have a Leaf Runeward that we can go back and get. It's honestly not a huge deal, but it will help a little bit for like Bale kill and stuff, and a little bit of damage later. So we can go back and get it. But this character really has a lot of damage. And again, if you had not wanted to go into Poison Creeper, you could have just run fire from the start. Very strong.
Any non-melee build you will recommend until Poison JAB is all up on YouTube? Have done all the normal caster builds, so looking for something a bit weird.
Maybe until Poison, all the normal head looking for something a bit weird. I mean, this is kind of going to be a bit weird. Poison Diablo will be up soon, but yeah, this would definitely be a little strange. That is a good reminder, though. I need to go and set pieces. 93 to 95. Sure. Did you play with Infinity on Fire Druid? Yeah. Run it on your mercenary, get more of that minus. League should be changed to week 7. Good call. Can one of my mods update the exclamation mark league command with the week 7 predictions? Okay, now Crystalline Passage. I do like getting the waypoint here. One, it's just a nice little safety spot. I actually have that waypoint outside, so it's not a big deal. But it can be a nice little safety spot. And two, it can be used for just coming back if you need for the frozen river. If you had a really nasty frozen river and you had to get out of it, whatever it is. When she'd respec Fire Aura? What do you mean Fire Aura respec? 62 in hell. You're probably a little low. You probably need to go and just level up a little bit more. Level 62 is very, very tight for hell. That's like what speedrunners do. I mean, we come in earlier than that, but getting those additional plus skills and maybe getting a couple more things with plus skills in FCR will really help you a lot more. No, Prevent Monster Heal doesn't work on Ubers, I don't believe. Just on Declone. Impossible. Head Striker's great. Great weapon. Fire Aura Paladin. Oh, if you're... I mean, if you mean Holy Fire... Yeah, generally... I'm respecking it into hammers, you know, after that, right? Boss group. At 18, I'm respecking into hammers. But you can always go prior. 30% has very good 34 foot. I mean, those are nice. They're missing one resist from being like godly, but they're actually still pretty good right there. So I'd say they're still worth something. They have decent resistances on them, which is nice. So like I say, we can go back to our TP later and then do Frozen River, or we can just go back to the Crystalline Waypoint. Either one. Both are good. We'll split it up. This is another waypoint that I'd suggest getting, just in case something happens at the Ancients, you die or whatever. Having this really close to you can be very helpful. Put another point in Fissure and get more Vitality rolling. Nice and easy here. Excuse me. Waypoint. Not there yet. Wonder if it's up that way. Yeah. But still not bad experience here to get. FCR will be what you're looking for there. And here we go. We go to our waypoint. And we can go to the Crystalline Passage. We can go back to our TP, which I think will be a little bit closer. And just get ourselves Frozen River. Perfect. This is an online ladder character. Otherwise, I would have been on like Players 8 for a lot of it, and I'd be like level 35 right now or something. Which is definitely helpful. Check out the antlers, nothing on them. Go get our potion, save our Anya, and get our 10 auras, which is a huge boost. Always, always, always recommended. Nothing, 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 nothing. 3 to minimum damage. I already have enough jewels for now. We can just hold that. Bye, Ref. Enjoy. Ancients. Evil Urns can spawn those nice boss groups. So if you want more boss groups, more experience, pop Evil Urns. And for Ancients, we really don't need that much. This is actually a really easy character for it. The biggest thing is just check and see if Korlik or Talik are taking fire damage. If they're not, you can just set a TP and just redo it, essentially. But essentially, sometimes they roll like crazy high fire immunity, and it's basically impossible to kill them. It just takes forever. Maddock will always go down pretty quickly. Here you can see Talik's gone down pretty quickly. Korlik actually has some decent fire, as it seems.
Congrats on first to 99.
Thank
Long-time
you.
DT player. Finally learned to play the game efficiently and having way more fun with your guidance and tips.
Appreciate that. So yeah, it looks like Korlik did roll some fire res here, but just kind of move him around. Perfect. More fissure. And on to the rune tables get infected too. Yes, they do. What's the plan with Shockwave? So I'm level 27 now. I used this respec here. We'll be respeccing into Shockwave when we get to Nightmare. Probably after... Ooh, I wonder if this longsword gets 4 open sockets. I'm going to hold on to it. And we can check. Worldstone Keep level 1. PvP, thank you! But yeah, I just want to check and get a few more levels in Nightmare there. So probably after we do the tower and get Spirit and Lore is when we'll make that shift over. Now, getting the waypoint down here can actually be useful, and this is also not a bad place for this character to level. So if you want to do some Nightmare Bale runs, you can totally do that. Worldstone Keep, level 1 is area level 39. Okay, so it should get 4 open sockets. And the way you can look that up is you can look up 2 things. So this will be area level... We'll go right here, area level. And we can say in the Act 2, 3, 4, 5, Worldstone Keep level 1 is level 39 and normal 65 and then 85. So 39, that's good to know because that came out of the chest right there. So that'll be 39. Okay, I'm dying. I need to get out of that. So that'll be good, right? That means that anything that drops down here, we're going to be able to roll the 4 sockets. But how do we know that? We look up sockets D2. And we go longsword, which we'll get to in a second. Anything eye level 1 to 25 will roll X sockets, 26 to 40, which is what we're looking for, the middle, and then 41 plus. So we go to longsword, 3, 4, 4. So as long as this sword is eye level 26 or higher, it's going to roll 4 sockets on it. So that is why we feel great about it. And we're very happy that we have that longsword because we know that longsword will roll 4 open sockets as its maximum. So if we roll it in a cube, it's going to have a random roll. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Can go up to 4 though. But if we socket it from Larzik, it always gets maximum, which here will always be 4 sockets. And that can be good for getting our spirit later on. Yes, it would be a 50% chance if I rolled it in my cube because it would roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 5 and 6 can't happen. But they will still count as potential rolls and then roll down to 4 open sockets. So if it rolls 5 or 6, you will still get the 4 open socket roll on it. Thus 50-50. That is correct, Othelio. Yes. Now... the reason I feel so confident about that longsword is because it dropped from the chest in the area. If it had dropped from a monster in the area, I would have to be a little bit more concerned because monsters in areas in normal don't always have the same level. When you get to like hell, for instance, they're all going to be, you know, 85 in an area, level 85 and whatever. But in normal, the monsters can have different levels, actually. So that can be wrong. I would love a crystal sword, but we didn't get it. So in that case, you need to go and check if the monster that's in there can do it. Want to trade my win force? Sure. What do you got? Okay. So now we need mercenary to help us out here. Perfect. Hope you on the exam? Yes. Now, the best and easiest way to make sure you get that 4 open socket, because a lot of you aren't going to get it from there, but the best and easiest way is to just go to the cows. If you run around and kill the cows, and again, you'll be able to kill them on player's aid if you want, you will have no problems whatsoever. And there's a crystal sword, but that dropped from wave 3. So now you actually have kind of the opposite issue where you have to look up wave 3 and try and look at what they are and how much experience they give, to see if that crystal sword will roll 4 sockets or if it's going to be too high of a level and roll 6 sockets. So we need to look up the council members' level. Again, this character is strong enough that you can definitely do Bale Waves if you want. They're level 43. Right, so that's actually going to be too high. I wanted to show it to stream though. So we'll do that in a second once I kill Lister here. Okay. So again, you can go and you can look. And this is Travancore. Throne of Destruction is 40. Is that okay? Do we risk it? Partook the Bloody. So he is 43. Okay. So he is 43, which means his minions are going to be 43. Which means that crystal sword will roll 6 open sockets. And we will leave it there. Not worth the risk. We have a long sword that we know will get 4 open sockets there. We can also get a broadsword. So broadsword, long sword, crystal sword are all good. Eye level would be a nice quality of life, yeah. If we could see eye level, then we could see that, and it'd be very nice. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. More vitality, by the way. Now, whenever there's a clone, you can either just ignore it and kill it, or the one that teleports is always the clone. But you can always just run away from it. Also, Demon Hide Sash for more potion slots.
My bank won't allow me to buy bits on Twitch, so had to buy from my phone. I need to have a talk with them tomorrow.
Oh gosh, no. Never buy on the phone. Awful. Thank you though, but oof. But now you can see the clone is gone. If you just go to town and go away for like 8 seconds and your portal is far enough away from Bale. Honestly, as long as you get out of Bale's eyesight by a couple screens for 8 seconds, then his clone will disappear. The one that teleports is not the clone, I mean, excuse me. Yes, only the real Bale can teleport. Clone cannot teleport. Also, the way the demon and the Bale line up underneath each other, the text is slightly different between the real Bale and the clone. You'll just have to look at that and see. But that's all for that. How simple was it? Act 5. Done. We also get some faster run walk, which is nice.
Chat. Is that on purpose?
There you go. Perfect. These boots will be great. Level 29 required. We're almost there. And Cathin's is worthless. So now you can either move forward at this point, right? This is technically the quote-unquote end of this piece. Or you can say, you know what? Let's go do some cows. Oh, I don't have dark wood. Brutal. I want to go do the cows and get a little more experience and get my sword, right? Because again, like I had been talking about before, getting a long sword, a broadsword, or a crystal sword from normal cows is guaranteed to roll 4 open sockets when you lures the kit.
Say, did you know Twitch Prime doesn't auto-renew your subscription?
Oh, I forgot that. Good call. That's a good reminder. Thank you, Azales. And as well, I know I didn't make it before, but maybe for like cows, you just want to make it if we want to go through faster. You can just find a 2 open socket, non-mechanic staff. We'll go get it after. And you can make that leaf rune word just for that little extra damage. Can help us out there. But let's go find the stony field first. Looking like it's over here in some capacity. That's probably not it. Seeing people illegally stream D4 beta already? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people doing it and a lot of people getting banned and further consequences. When I play D4, we're not allowed to stream it. I don't know. Okay, we save Mr. Kane.
Deckard Kane, leave this place.
Leave this place. And get our work slate going. Okay, we also get a ring. And again, we can shop for a 2 open socket staff. Doesn't look like we found one there. Nice and quick. It'll be a shockwave druid very soon. Wispy boys? I mean the like ghost. They're in a few places. There we go. Perfect. And that'll be worth money. That'll be worth money. We can save those for money stuff later. But we have our staff now. So we do Tyr and Ral and Leaf +3 to fire skills. And that does affect the fire skills on a druid or a sorcerer or an assassin or anything that's a fire skill. And now we can go around and this is not only good for looking for that base of a long sword, broadsword, or crystal sword, but additionally it's also good for finding runes. This is where you can find a soul rune, you can find the Ort runes, you can find Am runes, all the good stuff that we'll be wanting later on anyways can be found here. Nice and beautiful. See if we can just find a slightly better base. As a longsword does have slightly higher requirements on it. That's really the only big issue. So an ethereal broad long or crystal sword would also not be horrible, though if you do want to swing around with it with your maul, it wouldn't be great. But if not, it won't be bad at all there, as that is slightly lower requirements and you are going to be casting. So that's going to be the main piece. But if you're someone who wants to swing a little bit, then do not. Now we're 29. I'm going to put one in Volcano. You can get one more in Armageddon later. That's kind of fun. More Vitality. And we'll put our faster run walk boots on now as well. So now we can have that, which is solid. If you're looking for a flail for Hodo, yes, any white flail out here will also be guaranteed the 4 open sockets from Larzik. That being said, you cannot find anything for open socket out here. It can only be taken to socket. You can only find it up to 3 open socket. And we're gonna get to watch you sleep live stream. You just had a whole Watch Llama Sleep live stream, like many of them. I don't think that's a game breaker. Wow. Other pieces could be. Shockwave will be a nightmare. Again, you have to get to the skill first, and then once you get there, you need a few skill points to kind of help it out. Okay. Good enough. One to hunger. We got Tancred's boots, which can be really nice for magic finding if you get Tancred's weird as well. And let's go ahead and move on to Nightmare now. Again, if you want to stay and level up, go ahead. That's totally fine. Nobody here is going to stop you. Gold, energy, little MF, trash, fire resist, 4%, we will keep. And gold, we can repair. And you can always look around here again for just something nice, right? Something that's like, oh, 25 cold res, that sounds really nice. I want to grab that, 24 MF if you want. You can just get a variety of nice items. And we'll put that away. Our light res isn't great, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start Nightmare. Oh wait, I guess I should do my ending piece. So this is where we currently are at the end of normal. Like I said, we're just in fire. We'll be shifting over into Shockwave shortly. That'll be coming probably right after we finish Countess and get some of the rune words that we want. So just hold on until then. yeah, I hope you enjoyed part normal. Here's our gear. We have our leaf. We just have a random helm with a little bit of stuff. 1 to summoning skills, though we did get a 1 to shapeshifting skills aiming, which is nice. Stealth, random, just resistance, nothing but just a big belt. FCR, and then we found these boots off bail for 30 faster run walk. And here is our stats. So this is where we're currently at. Like I said, if you got here by poison or fire, either way, I hope you enjoyed it and had some fun. I enjoyed doing our little poison playthrough. And we'll be moving into part nightmare. I'll see you there, YouTube. Peace, everybody.